Hello everybody, we've got Dr. Grimes here, great friend of mine and colleague, comes in here and he's got little information to share about COVID-19. David, go ahead my friend, explain to our friends.
Okay, I will do. Now, I've been living here for 45 years and I've been a consultant in Blackburn for 40 years. And while I was there, I was very concerned about why, in particular, the Asian ethnic people had a bad health record. And I've done 20 years research into this, no, 30 years research into it, and I realised it's all about shortage of vitamin D. Dark skins do not produce vitamin D. The vitamin D that I can produce in 20 minutes with a white skin, you would have to have for 2 hours before you would get the same amount of vitamin D. And the research showed that vitamin D deficiency is almost universal in the Asian ethnic groups in Blackburn. Now, so it comes into COVID-19 and we suddenly find out that the BAME people, the Black, African and Asian minority groups, have got about 3 or 4 times the incidence of death from COVID-19. Now, getting COVID-19 doesn't really matter. What matters is that you get seriously ill for it, you need intensive care, and worst of all, that you die from it. There have been studies from India, from the Philippines and Indonesia. These are preliminary reports that have shown that people with low levels of vitamin D are dying, and people with high vitamin D levels in the blood are not dying. They just get mild disease. Now, these reports were sent to internationally because the pandemic has spread from the east to the west, and so they've got the first experience of it, and they're trying to alert us in the west what to do. And what to do is make sure that we all have good levels of vitamin D. Now, I would recommend, no, not just I, it is recommended by the experts in vitamin D, of whom I'm part of an international group, that we should be taking vitamin D 4,000 units each day. 4,000 units each day. The cost of this is about £10 for a year's supply. These can be life-saving. Everyone should be taking vitamin D. Not just people of Asian ethnicity, but also people like me. And I take vitamin D 4,000 units each day. I've done so for 20 years. And I hope it's going to keep me healthy. And I hope it will keep you healthy.
And doctor, also just tell them about your blog, they can go and read up if it's still available.
I've actually got a blog running, and it's been running now for several years, but I've done a lot on this vitamin D COVID-19 story. To look at my blog, look at Dr. Dr. David Grimes. So www.drdavidgrimes.com.
Thank you. Thank you for listening.